What is up, everybody? It's Not So Ninja, and this is a CoD4 gameplay. I got a request from a subscriber a long time ago asking for some Call of Duty 4 modded gameplay, and I finally got it. I finally played some CoD4, and I finally got a gameplay going, and so this is the gameplay. I really hope you guys enjoy this. I don't really want to talk too much about it. What I want to talk to you guys about today was the COD Ghosts reveal, the Call of Duty Ghosts reveal. I know I'm a little late on the scene. It's been 2 days since the reveal, but I figured I'd jump on and try to join in and give my feedback on it. And what I'd noticed is a lot of new things. They've incorporated a lot of new things. They've incorporated peripheral vision on the sniper scopes, a whole new weapon class, a ton of new kill streaks, a bunch of new game modes like search and rescue, and cranked. Cranked looks pretty fun, actually. I think I might try to play cranked a lot and get some gameplays for that when the game comes out, because that looks like it's probably going to be my favorite thing to play. It looks really fast paced and entertaining. Another thing I've noticed is another thing I noticed, I'm sorry guys, I lost my train of thought for a second. This video is not playing for some reason on my screen while I'm recording this, and so I'm kind of lost because I don't have anything to look at. I'm sorry. Another thing that I noticed about it is the perk system. The perk system, you get to choose 8 points worth of perks, and there's like 40 different perks to choose from or something now. And each perk is worth like 1, 2, or 3 points, and so you can invest your perks. You can invest your points into, like, you know, a few really good perks, or a ton of, you know, not very effective perks that don't really change that much of the game or really benefit you too much. And so I thought that was really interesting. I know that there's dynamic map elements like there were in Black Ops 2, like with the train coming on Express, but a different kind is in hazards, queued map events. Now, I looked at these, and from what I could take away, it doesn't exactly look like random things that just happen like people originally assumed. It looks more along the lines of, you know, if you were to play Halo 3. I don't know how many guys played Halo 3 or not. If you didn't, you know, I'm really sorry that you won't get this reference, and, you know, it was a great game you guys missed out on. But in Halo 3, sometimes there would be a double experience weekend, and we would get a game mode called Infection. And in Infection, there would be piles of fusion coils, which are like explosive barrels, all over the map. And what people would do is they would try to lure the infected people over to them, and then they would shoot the barrels, set them off, and kill them. And that's kind of what it looks like more, is kind of map events that you kind of cue by setting them in motion. Like, they're ready to happen and the players set them in motion, kind of just like traps. Another example would be like Gears of War 3. If you've seen the scoreboard on Thrashball, and you shoot the rope, once it's cut and dangling, it just falls. It looks more like those kind of events than just random things happening the whole time, because I think that would really, really mess up the pace of Call of Duty and really turn some people off from playing it. And so that's my personal view on the map hazards and kind of taking that away. Another thing was this new weapon class. Now, this new weapon class is supposed to be like, I don't know, like a hybrid of assault rifles and snipers, something like that. Like, semi-automatic snipers. I think like the M21 EBR from the earlier Modern Warfares, the SVU maybe, or the FAL from Black Ops 2. Guns kind of like that. Like, there's going to be a category, I guess, for guns along those lines. I'm not really sure exactly what they mean, but we'll have to find out when the game comes out. It still looks pretty fun. I think COD Ghosts is going to be a very fun game. You know, and of course, I have to say that very lightly, because with every Call of Duty, you know, they come out with it and they hype it up a ton, and they just really, really put it out there, and they try to get everyone as pumped up for it as possible. And then, I don't know, it seems like when the game actually comes out, it's nowhere near as good as they hyped it up to be. And a lot of the times, it's not even really the company's fault as much as it is, you know, the players' fault, because the players see it, and then the players are the ones who immediately assume, like, you know, oh my goodness, this is going to be a great game, and all of this stuff. And so, I don't know, it just kind of seems like every time it doesn't meet the expectations. Maybe that's because we have too high of expectations. I honestly think that's fair to say, that we expect way too much out of Call of Duty. I mean, think about it, Call of Duty is the most played game, which means it's going to have the widest variety of people playing it in different ways. It has a very, very unique fan base that covers pretty much all personalities. And it's not that hard. Now, I'm not saying competitive's not hard, but if you've played multiplayer, if you played pubs, you'll notice the game can be pretty easy. And so really a lot of Call of Duty isn't even that hard to play. And so it seems like, with them adding all these new things in, it's going to be a different experience again. And so we can't expect too much out of a game that's designed for anyone to play. Like, think about it. Infinity Ward, Activision, just like any other company, rationally speaking, they're out for the money. They want to make the biggest profit off their games possible. That's how they support their families. That's how they support their studio. And I mean, yeah, they care about the game, and yeah, they want to make it good, but their highest priority is the money. And you guys, if you guys disagree with that, I'm sorry. That's pretty much, that's how it is. I'm just gonna say that's how it is. That's how it is. They care about the money, and so they're going to make the game as easy to play as possible, so that anyone can pick it up, and then everyone's gonna fall in love with it and get hooked on the series. And so in a game that's super easy to play, that means that they're really going to try to level the playing field by making it, for lack of a better term, that's weird. I guess for a lack of a better term, they're going to make it noob friendly. And that's going to put a struggle on the better players. But that's how it's going to be. And so anyone who has their expectations really high for Ghost, my advice would be to go ahead and turn those down. I'm not saying Ghost is going to be bad. It very well could be a great game. But we don't know yet, and from what we've seen previously, Call of Duty is a very noob-friendly game that does not always meet its expectations. I'm really sorry if this is not exactly what you guys wanted to hear. I'm still going to pick up a copy of the game, and I still plan to make videos for it the day one it's released. I'm very excited for it, nonetheless, and I just had to give a completely unbiased and legitimate opinion on the game from, a standpoint of not only me, but a lot of my friends and people I hang out with. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a favorite on this video if you really feel generous, and I'll see you all next time.